first and foremost, we'd like to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles for their millstone that taught us the truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe, and the elect against the 144,000. You know, here, another week at it, man, and Babylon the Great, which is America according to the scriptures, man. And, you know, hey, to ultimately preach against this kingdom, man. You know? Hey, what's the matter? Everybody
Yeah.
It's Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Alright, so that's what we out here to do. That's what the Lord told us to do. Is to come out here and prophesy about the downfall. Alright? And if you haven't noticed already, alright, you don't need spiritual eyes to see it. The common people can see this. This place is falling, man. You got Trump doing what now? Sending out tariffs. Who got the most tariffs? Moab, right? The so-called Chinese. 125% tariff. What does that do with a lot of these businesses? All right? That makes it impossible for all these companies to import and export. Meanwhile, the billionaires are losing millions, billions of dollars. What is that going to do? It's going to trickle down. CEO is going to end up losing jobs. The managers, right? The regular employees.
Well, I mean, they're crashing the economy to bring the MOTB.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
because the stock market lost $6 trillion. You know, this past week.
Right.
You know?
So when you got that going on, you gotta ask yourself, what is the purpose of crashing something that was doing so well this whole time?
The Great Reset.
The Great Reset, which is the M-O to the T and the B. All right, Revelation 13 chapter, right? Which is what the prophets have been telling y'all the whole time, man. Right? Money's not going to mean shit in these days, man. You know what's going to be a commodity? Fucking batteries, right? Freaking toilet paper. That's what's going to be money these days. Your money that you got in your banks, in your pockets, that ain't going to mean shit in these later days, man.
In these last days.
Right, in these last days. They ain't going to mean a damn thing, man. All right? If you don't have Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you smoke either which way you go.
Right, because the elect are going to eat, drink, and rejoice without the microchip.
Exactly.
Script.
This is Isaiah 19. We'll start at verse 3. Actually, let me start at the top. Okay, this is Isaiah 19 and 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Now, just recently, I saw a short where you had an Edomite saying, hey, all this can be over tomorrow. All we have to do is unite and impeach him. Well, it ain't gonna work like that. Let me keep reading. Verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord.
Ooh, as that 19 and 4?
Yeah, 19 and 4. A cruel Lord and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. All right, and that cruel Lord is Donald J. Trump. Let me jump down to verse 14. All right, because here's the point. Verse 14. Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And that perverse spirit is going into the spirit of error. Okay? Verse 14, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or brush may do, or rush may do. So all these tariffs, all right, you're gonna see joblessness. Oh, it's all about the table of cards is about to come down. Okay.
Shit is already coming down.
What they say? Circling the drain.
That's right.
Circling the drain.
I got one if anybody holds some. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth to the heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. The Lord hath brought forth all righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh our power. All right, so America, aka Babylon, it can't be healed, man. The Lord said that it made Babylon the golden cup. All right, down here, this was the in the 50s. This place was juking, man. We couldn't even stand down here doing what we're doing now.
Shit in the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s, you know. Right.
Not back to up, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, speak up though.
Yeah, Khan. You know, the brother read that verse 7, you know, how ultimately, you know, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You know, this place is doomed. Hey, that's for destruction, man. But this is the book of Ecclesiastes 12, and I'm going to just start at verse 1. The point is in verse 3. Ecclesiastes 12:1, it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Hey, Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. And how was the Lord found? By the way of the prophets. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Right, so ultimately seek the Lord before these things come, man. This destruction. It says, verse 3, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Right, a lot of joblessness, man. Hey, a lot of these businesses shutting down. You know, just look at downtown right now, man. You see how many businesses is boarded up, man. Small business owners is suffering because of these tools, man. Now, hey, C-19, man, it brought a lot of people losing their jobs and things like that. How much more when this crash happens, man?
Right, real quick, right across the street is a retail space, a key location in Chicago here on Michigan Avenue, and it's closed, man.
Prime location.
It's there it is, a prime location. Thank you.
And you know what's staring you in the face with all these boarded up jobs? These fucking cameras, okay? These cameras are all over the place, meant to surveil the businesses. It's not for your safety. It's all part of the business. And also, it's for you because you're the human cattle.
Well, it's for Esau too, because he wants to play God, and he has access to all these cameras, so he wants to see and know everything everyone's doing at all times.
Yeah.
You know.
Meanwhile, he says, "Who seeth us?"
Right.
This devil will do things. Well, before he would do things behind your back, you know, or put things in your face, pause, right? But Jake would never know because Jake wasn't being spiritual. Jake was being carnal, so he wasn't paying no mind to the things. But now, invention of the internet, Jake can find out anything and everything. And a lot of these common folk, they see these things, right? But they just have what? Cognitive dissonance. They don't want to believe the things that they see. They don't want to believe the things that they hear, right? But at the end, it shall speak and not lie, man. Everything the prophet's been talking about is coming to pass, man. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said so. Okay? It ain't what you believe, what you think, it's what the Lord wants to happen. And he's gonna do all his pleasure.
Can.
Back the brother up right quick because, like, hey, the Lord is only giving the eyes to the prophets, which they were called seers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And hey, these blinded these other people, and us to see what this is. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'll just go to the point, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man, right? Whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, all right? And the mouth of the Lord is the prophets, man, all right? It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, all right? Even him who's coming, remember it says him, right? Whose coming is after the working of Satan, all right? With all power and signs and lying wonders, which is his fourth industrial revolution, man, his technocracy, all right? Because they're moving away from Christianity and so-called white Jesus, man.
they're making you bow down to this technology, man. Science, right? And evidently to lead you into the path of the MOTB, man. Right? It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right, our people, 2/3 of our people, they hear us, they walk by us. Okay, they think we just out here for our health, right? It says, and for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. So somebody in the earth has to have the truth, man, and that's the we are of that number.
And of course, the elite, they know it.
Yeah,
You know, as has been said, in order to know the truth, you got to know, or in order to know the lie, you got to know the truth. Yeah. Right? You need to know it, man.
That's right.
If they didn't know, why are they making it so such a point to pay billions of dollars to the Ish people to hide this truth? All right? If it wasn't the truth, why you got such a big deal with the prophets talking about it?
Oh, that's
you ain't got a problem with the Skittle community. You don't have a problem with man laying with man as you would with women, all right? And vice versa. You don't have a problem with none of this wickedness. But when it comes to the truth, to the Bible, you got a big problem with it. And even more so, you got a problem with the prophets, because you don't have a problem with these so-called pastors and preachers in the church, but you got a problem with the prophets, because the prophets got the truth, and namely them of great millstone, all right?
Yeah, these devils, man, this is how you know we're in Satan's kingdom. Because everything here that's in legislation is opposite to the scriptures, man. All right, the Job 9:24 tells you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He comes the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he, man? All right, it's Esau Edom.
Yeah, there's only one person doing that.
Holding precepts.
I got one. This is Isaiah 24:8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice ended. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. It says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Yeah, just ultimately, just to back up that that's Ecclesiastes 12. I just wrote that verse 3, verse 4. You know how ultimately what? You know, a lot of joblessness and things of that nature, man. A lot of these people, it's on depressed pills and things of that nature, man. You know, a lot of people party and do things like of that nature to ultimately to hide, you know, to basically hide from reality, man. You know, it said the merry hearted do sigh, man.
The party's over. The city of confusion is broken down. That city of confusion is
Speak up, speak up.
That city of confusion is America. And the word Babylon, in the scriptures, America is likened unto what? Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. That word Babylon means confusion. This is the greatest place of confusion ever. You can be anything, you can do anything, you can become a man, you can become a woman.
Yesterday I did a Lyft ride. The man's name was Robert. His pronouns was she and he. Okay? I get in the car, he had a whole blowout with pink nails. And I'm sitting in the back cursing this motherfucker. Wish I had a sword. The time will come.
You should have just took another lift.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I'm stepping the fuck out of here, man. I'm sorry. We got a precept. Yeah, please bring your
This is
precept.
Zephaniah 2:15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passed by her shall wag his hands. All right. Hey, in this city, Babylon is careless, man. All right. Hey, these people are proud as ever, man. All right. Hey, what it say? Before the fall comes pride. And who legislate that word pride everywhere, man?
Oh wait. Pride before going to
Destruction,
yeah.
the water, slack. You know.
Yeah, and haughtiness before a fall. Yep.
Yeah. So hey, we're seeing it, man.
Hey, 20 years ago, Moles didn't just walk around freely like this, man.
They were in the closet.
Yeah, exactly. Now the whole goddamn earth is the closet, man, because the wicked is in
Damn.
control, man.
Damn.
And now you gotta a person with a normal mindset gotta so-called be in the closet. You can't say nothing about these fucking faggots, man. You know, you gotta sit there and you become blackballed and whatnot, man.
For speaking truth.
Yeah. Hey, you can't hook a charger to another charger to charge your phone. It's impossible. It's not going to work, man. Hey, when you're doing mechanical things, what do they say? You need a female connector and a male connector, man. It's just obvious. These people try to tell you 1 + 1 = 3. And if you say no equals 2, you're bullying. You're hating.
Toxic masculinity.
You're crazy.
Yeah. You know? So these people, man, hey, the only thing that can heal Babylon is thermonuclear fire, man.
Right.
This place is crying for missiles, man. And as soon as you think it can't get any worse, hey, hold my beer. It gets worse, man.
God.
This is Isaiah 5:20. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter." All right? Ultimately doing what? Trying to replace us for the false pastors, the false preachers, the false Israelite camps. All right? And trying to say, you know, the Skittle community, that's good. What we're talking about is bad. The Most High God created all this, man. Okay? So you're gonna say that your creator is bad, but you're good. How you gonna make that make sense, man? That's why this whole world is upside down. That's why the Lord got to come back and straighten this shit out, man.
Right.
You know, the things that's upside down, you got to turn upright, man. And this whole place is smoke all over the nation.
They got rainbow churches.
Yeah.
They got rainbow churches with so-called preachers and pastors in the pulpit marrying people of the same sex.
Women teaching.
Yeah.
I got you. Just real quick. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15, and verse 5, when it's in verse 6. 2nd Esdras 15:5, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." You know, as the brother had mentioned in the scripture earlier, man, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. That's why, you know, the whole world is corrupt right now, man. You know, what's that? Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the
righteous are in authority,
Yep.
when the wicked are in rule, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, yep.
That's it? That's all you have, brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tom. This is if I may. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and 9. "Behold, the day of the Lord come, the Lord Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than of the gold wedge of Ophir." All right, so that's an Israelite man that's talking about, man, because we're sighing and crying about the wickedness of this place, like it tells you in Ezekiel 9:4. All right, we, Lord willing, we have that mark of exempt, that the Y from the Lord's wrath, man. All right, for all this madness going on.
Well, we do. We have His name. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to call upon, and to be delivered, to be saved. It says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it, and is safe. We're about to lead many of the elect out of this place, man. All right?
Overturn this place.
Yeah, the Lord's about to overturn this place. Isaiah 4:1's coming. All right? All these things are happening, man. So we have nothing to worry about. We should be rejoicing. All right? This is our salvation here, man. The Lord's going to make a way for us. All right, where evil is going to stay far from us, man. And he's going to preserve our lives to be delivered.
Hey, he says
Call
we're going to
Williams.
laugh during those times.
Yeah, famine and destruction. You know? Go ahead.
This is, let me grab it real quick. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 4,
I'm right here.
verse 29.
29.
You got it.
Go ahead, you got it.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 29. All right, actually, I'm going to start at verse 28. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. All right, that's the times we're living in now, man. All right, iniquity has waxed great in the earth, man. All right, you know, every day, you know, you see more and more wickedness flourish, you know, as we get closer to the end, man. All right, it says, for the evil is sown, but the destruction is not yet coming. That's what we're waiting on, man. All right, why? Because once this destruction comes, as it continues to say, it says, verse 29, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
That's right.
and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that it's sown with good. All right, so after this place is turned upside down, all right, and that destruction comes, then that's when a kingdom where all good things dwell is going to come, man. All right, the kingdom of heaven where righteousness is going to rule, man, for eternity, man. All right, you're not going to have to worry about, you know, all these different modes. All right, all these different, you know, trials and tribulations that come with being on this side, being in the flesh, man, the infirmities, man. All right, having your enemies on top of you, man, being oppressed. All right, not being able to rule your household the way you want to, so forth and so on, man. All right, actually, you know, having sovereignty and power, man. All right, you know, instead of, you know, cause Jake got, you know, a few dollars in their pocket, man. All right, they paying rent. You know, they going to their 9 to 5. All right, you know, and they think that they free, man. All right, you know, you could be far from it, man. That's far from the truth, man. All right, but hey, the Lord, once He turns this place, you know, upside down, man, hey, that's when the kingdom of heaven is gonna be set up, man. That's what we're waiting on, man.
Yeah, the second covenant. For those that already think you're in the second covenant. If you was in the second covenant, you wouldn't be getting sick. You wouldn't be getting arrested. All right?
You won't be out here teaching.
You wouldn't be out here teaching. Do you know the Lord? Do you know the Lord? Everybody would already know. Well, at least the Israelites in here, because we're gonna have to teach all the other nations. Right?
Oh, but they're going to know as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai did all these things, man. Destroyed America.
Right.
All right, he saved his Israelites, his people, his chosen people.
Yep.
The whole world's going to know this, man, at the end of the day.
Yeah, the world is gonna know. Then the world's gonna know whom is his elect, man.
Yeah.
You know, for those that get beamed up in them chariots, man. All right, and all you people gonna be looking like, oh shit, them the ones we was talking shit about. Them the ones we was mocking and scoffing.
We
Right?
fools.
We fools.
Man,
You
we
already
fools.
know.
Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, man. You know, hey, yeah, go ahead, man.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. You see? So Esau Edom gonna see us going up into those chariots, and that's what's gonna be on his heart. These are the sons of God. Yes, we've been told your ass.
I got one. This is Zephaniah 3:19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted and gather her that was driven out, and I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time I will bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because right now people saying we not the people. All right, y'all stupid for being out here in dresses. Y'all screaming at the Sky Daddy. You know what I mean? But hey, our prophecies
Can you
we
get that
on point,
Hosea?
man. 12 and 10.
Not that one. That's the chapter 1.
Yeah, 1 and 10. But yeah, these people, man, hey, those people that's in the so-called Holy Land, that can't be the people, man.
Exactly.
It ain't.
Yeah, exactly.
How you gotta? It's the Holy Land, but you got Tel Aviv with the damn rainbow community there.
Peak City.
Right? You the people of the Lord, but you got an iron dome. Make it make sense, man.
Hey, no. Hey, they're fleeing. They're fleeing because the rockets are shooting coming in. Yeah.
Another because the other day this Edomite named Courtney on TikTok. She called herself knowing the scripture, knowing bad us, gonna teach us. So she read Genesis 22 and 17.
Okay.
Uh-oh, that was a big mistake. So she tried to rush through. I said, go back to it. I said, go back to it. Said they should be sand of the seashore. I said, your people are not having babies.
Exactly.
You have a low birth rate, because I did a research, we already knew, but I looked into it again. So-called African Americans have more babies than the Ashkenazis. So-called Latinos have had more babies than the Ashkenazi in America, man.
Yep. I was knowing that info back in what, like 2019, 2018?
If I may, Elder, real quick.
I'm
And you
kidding.
got Somalians that come over here, Hamites, man, come over here and put themselves as so-called white people, man, on their what do you call it? Census. and all
Census,
that.
right?
Yeah.
It's a status.
Yeah.
Because it's not about skin color. See, that's another thing you damn curly fries did, man. You did this shit, man.
You basically saying that they got extra numbers that
Right.
ain't even really them, and they still
Right. So you got a
low
low birth rate. You got a low birth rate here, and you're not making any babies over there. Israel, no matter how we know you lying and shit. You ain't making no babies over there in Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would the Lord increase you fucking devils, man?
Right, and then another thing, because they count the woman, right? So you gotta be careful with that, because say like an Arab man pop the woman, or so-called a real pop the woman, or Asian, they'll count that amongst their numbers too. Right. Remember, they go by that mom, they'll go by that father.
Exactly.
Right, so they cheat on those numbers and shit.
And still getting smoked.
Still get smoked, man. You know, because I looked at how many grains can you count in the sand and seashore. It says 7.5 quintillion grains.
Wow.
So the problem, right, in numeral. So you, Ashkenazi, Amalekites, curly fries, you're not numeral. You're not 7.5 quintillion.
Right.
And you're gay.
Go ahead.
This is, I just Googled this. What percentage of the population are the J-ish people? It says they are approximately 0.2%.
Wow.
Not even 1%.
So you don't fit the curse. You don't fit under the prophecy. Who are you? Edom. Out of the world. That's who you are, man.
Well, if I may, can I bring this scripture out and show
Right,
you what
and Judge Joe Brown, now trying to countermeasure that, Judge Joe Brown, man, you don't know shit, man.
Yeah.
You don't know a goddamn thing, but they ask you the question, you kind of grimace and shit, cause you knew we was gonna get in your ass and shit.
Whoa, pause, brother.
Well, Salah, you knew that we was gonna teach you something.
That's right.
Right.
That's
I'll take that back, scratch that off. But we knew we was gonna cook you, man. And everything you said in that video proves that we're the Israelites. It goes with Deuteronomy 28:16. Right?
Because he's dealing with his
He gave you
hands.
the background of the people he was talking about, but he didn't give you the background of the Israelites.
Right.
You know?
And then he said, why y'all want to be something? What he said, y'all want to be something? Why you ashamed? Ain't nobody ashamed of shit.
Right, you going to shame.
All right, because it was prophesied that the Israelites would go what? Go to captivity, go to the captivity in America, build no bottom, go through the Jim Crow days and shit, which is still now today, never went away.
Yeah.
You just put a nice little face on it.
Yeah, right.
All right, and being exploited, man. All right, when you bring out the curses, we're embracing what happened to us, man, because that's marks us as Israel through 28, 45, and 46, Joe Brown, man. Ain't nobody run away from anything, man.
Yeah, if anything, you running away.
You run away from it.
That's a black man there.
Right.
How old is Joe Brown? Like 78?
78
close to
you know he doing this shit
Your
because,
old body.
because his forefather, matter of fact, his grandfather brought the Catholic Church to Tennessee. Okay. Right, they know Alice Handy family and shit. But you also, my family know them too. You know Chicken George. All right, my forefathers too, they knew Chicken George and shit. So we know him too, George Brown. All right, Judge Brown.
So as old as he is, he's been hearing about the Israelites since he was a younger man.
He knows about the Israelites. He said
Exactly.
they Catholic Church, and he's a Freemason.
Exactly.
That's right.
There it
I
is.
believe
That's
it.
how you get to be a
Yeah.
judge.
That's
They
how you
have a
get to be
TV
judge.
show.
Right.
Yeah.
So you made agreement with death, like I said in Isaiah 28, man.
That's right.
Yep. You can't fool nobody, man. You can't fool. And the reason why he's so damn mad because he can't fool us. He's mad because he's trapped. He's trapped. Because if he say he's an Israelite, he'll lose all his shit.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Yup.
Look at Kanye.
They'll black, they'll
Yeah.
ostracize him and shit. They might unalive him. So I don't know what he's scared of. Hell, he don't live this life.
Right. See?
He don't want to let go of his treasures.
Right.
Yeah, the scripture said the Israelites, the true Israelites, will not be ashamed.
Right.
We're not ashamed, man. We'll come out here and
That
prophesy.
prophecy, yeah, we not ashamed.
That might unalive his eyes.
Huh?
They might unalive his
This
eyes.
nigga lived a full life.
Yeah, he still don't want the sword.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, the movie Django, the character that Samuel L. Jackson played, that's Judge Joe Brown right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Who that nigga on that name?
Right.
Right.
Explain to me, George, since you said on your mama's side, and she the descendant of your group of chief. Why really the Oyo Empire? That's not their name, Yoruba. That's a bad word. That feels Deuteronomy 28:37. Yep. Because it was Esau Ishmael gave that bad word Yoruba. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna just use the application. But they moved from the Oyo Empire. Well, that's the Oyo Empire. That's originally called. But explain why your Yoruba great grandfather, who was a chief, who got smuggled here, even though they may say, explain that.
He ain't gonna do it.
Don't the script say your king shall come with you? You know it's King David, but
Right.
your king shall come with you. That's probably sounding funny. That's about your great grandfather. And then on top of that, the Yoruba got like 101 Egyptian words in their language. How did they get there? How did they get the Hebrew word Baba? Baba is broken Hebrew word for father, Abba.
Right.
Because the Israelites now read, they use Baba for father. Explain that, Judge Joe. Explain why the Yoruba circumcised their baby on the 7th day.
The 7th day?
Yup.
Not the 8th?
Well, it's like the 8th day.
Oh, okay.
You win one of it, you know.
Right.
So explain that.
He ain't gonna do it.
One day early.
He's got Esau for his handler, so
Right.
It was at Eve, brother.
Then you said these mythological people. Why you want me thinking these mythological people? Well, if they're mythological, explain the Spanish Inquisition in 1492, which consists of Israelites, got all the record, their family names, all their treasure, everything. If they were mythological, how could they go through the Inquisition, the Spanish Inquisition? Those who didn't convert, they was unalive or they were sentenced to slavery to the Spanish and Portuguese territories in America. Then after that, you got regular Israelites in Mali doing trade and living in there. Mali, go to Timbuktu, you go up in there and they got the records and stuff, man.
this is most likely.
No, go ahead, brother.
So you got a lot of explaining to do, Judge Brown. You say these mythological people, but there's evidence, records of them.
How about the Los Lunas stone, you know?
Yeah, the Los Lunas. He knows
Yeah.
about that shit because he's a Mason.
Con. He's just full of shit.
He probably know where every Hebrew writing art all throughout America.
Yeah, because a lot of times, I don't know if he's, so-called York right or Scottish right, but nonetheless, a lot of them, when I was,
Most likely probably the Blue Lodge, Prince Hall. Right.
300. But a lot of times, because when I was the first degree, I was learning about all this. I was
Going on.
what I knew about it. A lot of times, what they would do when you want to move up in rank, they have you travel to different places, right, and to learn, the philosophies and what this statue is about, or where can you find this mark, right?
Yes.
And then you report about it,
Right.
So yeah, Judge Joe Brown, he knows all this information. And the reason why he's not going to be able to answer these things, because again, he's under the handler of Esau Edom, right? And this is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh the surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." Right? So Judge Joe Brown, he knows this information, but
that constellation spirit.
he knows this information, but because he's getting paid by Esau Edom, he's told to turn his eye, man, turn his cheek.
Yep. You talk about your grandma correct way to say Choctaw, not Choctaw. It's Esau. Choctaw. It's Esau getting your ass. He say Choctaw. It's really Chata. 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 You say about your Chata grandmother. Hey, well, the Chata and the Chickasaw are the same people. What happened was a beef with two brothers. They started fighting each other and shit. They had like bloody ass wars and shit. Because in Mississippi, because that's where his grandma had to come from. Mississippi, that's where they was at and shit. So I don't know if I'm mistaken, but it happened. But in Mississippi, the first slaves were the Indians. And they were selling the Choctaw and Chickasaw, the same people beef with each other. That's in Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Evil ash would be towards their brother. And they were selling each other to Esau, man, in the hands of Esau. That's it. You should go into captivity, man. If they sent them overseas, or Deuteronomy 28:68. All right, and then what? You should come down. You should get Deuteronomy 28:43. You should get a pile. Right, man. Isaiah, what is that? Isaiah chapter 5 verse 13. You should go into captivity. All right. So explain that, Jones Brown. How come those prophecies fit that?
I got Judge Brown's scripture.
Go ahead.
I got a judge
Get
Brown's
that
scripture.
Get that for him.
This is Jeremiah 5:26.
Yep.
It says, "For among my people are found wicked men.
Right.
They lay wait, as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men." The trap that he's trying to set right now is to hold some people back from getting the truth. Right?
Right.
As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich.
Yeah.
They are waxing fat.
Right.
They shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked.
Right.
They judge not the cause.
You supposed to be a judge. You don't judge the cause, man.
Right. The cause of the fatherless.
Right.
Yet they prosper.
Yep.
And the right of the needy do they not judge.
Right.
Shall I not visit for these things, said the Lord Yahweh?
Right.
Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this?
Right. Talking about
Judge Judy.
He basically said
Spirit. He basically said Judge Joe Brown a bitch. That's what he said.
Right. And so,
That's it.
Yeah, man. You're a sellout. You're a coward. All right. And Esau whipped your ear to say something. But guess what, Esau? Judge Joe Brown ain't gonna save your ass from the judge at how shot. And he's not gonna stop the spread of the Israelites waking up, man. All right. And you got a lot of Indians in the South. They know they're Israelites. Man. They like when we tell them they're Israelites. They like when we like y'all say they're Israelites. Okay.
Well, do something about it. Shit.
Right.
We
You
just
can't
hear
do nothing about it.
it.
You know, don't be calling that his big drunk ass over here trying to start something like
God. But that be a lot of Jake though.
Right.
Jake be a hero of the word, but not doer.
Right.
But yeah, I'm glad he called it Israelite. Well, do something about it, man.
Right.
It's more than just being called an Israelite.
Right.
It's called doing the works thereof, man. Doing that which is pleasing unto Yahweh.
Y'all late, man.
Coming out here,
That's mine.
coming out here and making yourself a living sacrifice.
Go ahead, sister.
You know? Not giving a damn what these people think about it, man.
Right. And that's what he worried about. Why you talking about we black? We came up black. We fought for that. No. Everybody when the word black, African American, everybody was against that. All right. Everybody. This newspaper article showing that our people oppose that shit, man. And the word black was given by our oppressors for the slave codes or the North codes and shit. So strip away from our true nationality, our humanity, and our citizenship of Jerusalem, man. And celestial kingdom, Yahweh Shai, man. That's why they did it, to strip us away, man. Yeah. All right. Somebody get Jeremiah 11:8. Yeah. Right, man.
We the hidden ones, but then they hide who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's all parallelism in the scriptures.
Right.
Between Jake and Esau. You know, because we the hid, they hid our nationality.
Right.
Just that, but they're hiding theirs.
Right. They hide in theirs.
They don't want to be known who they are. They don't want everybody to know who they are.
It was just how the things of Esau searched out.
Right.
Running from judgment.
The power Yahweh Shai, he put the spirit up upon the elders and put on brothers to expose you that was done in secret and stuff, man. Yeah. It ain't coincidence we know all this stuff, man. That's right. All right, go ahead and get Jeremiah 11:8.
This is Jeremiah 11 in verse 8.
Yeah.
It says, "Yet they obey not, nor incline their ear, but walk everyone in the imagination of their evil heart. Therefore, I will.
No, that's not it. That's not
What are you looking for?
it. Nah, I'm looking for something they cover. Damn, that's not. Go ahead, give it y'all one again.
You got it.
I got one right quick.
Oh, hold on. He was holding one real quick. It's okay.
Talk about our people, man. The state that our people in. Don't go into the whole Judge Joe Brown situation, right? This is the book of Jeremiah 2:14. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?"
I mean, Jeremiah 8. Go ahead, keep going.
Jeremiah 2:14 says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" Right? Our people love to be under Esau Edom, man, these other nations, man, because what they receive these different benefits from these said nations, starting with Esau Edom, man. Hey, that 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter says that, you have received benefits and have not known me. The same shall know it after death, that pain, man.
And they get a license to sin,
Yep.
to rebel against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Careful.
Bring that out. I'm in Jeremiah 8:11.
Ken, no worries.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 8 in verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace.
Right, so when they destroyed the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they knew who we are and shit. All right, and when they broke and destroyed us and shit, they gave us these false idols, these wood and stone, man. The main one is Christianity. All right, that's what it means. They barely covered our hurt and shit. They didn't tell us what to do. They hid us. They hid our true identity. They gave us Christianity. Oh, we all child of God. You're the Gentiles. You're not the Israelites. Oh, you somewhat like the Israelites, but you're not like the Israelites.
Right.
Your plight is like the Jewish people. You're not the people.
And, but you can be a spiritual.
You could be a
Israelite.
spiritual Israelite.
Wow.
Madness.
All right, it should be damn devils, man.
But,
All right.
we are the spiritual Israelites.
That's right.
You know?
The real spiritual Israelites.
Right.
The spirit. We are the spiritual and the physical, fleshly Israelites.
Right.
All right, but you gave us that bullshit religion, Christianity, man.
They don't even believe in it.
They don't even believe in, man.
Because they don't read it.
Right, and they didn't heal us, man. They didn't completely heal us, man. Cover us, man.
Got another Joe Brown scripture. All right, go ahead. This is Matthew 9 and 16. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up, take from the garment, and the rent was made worse. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. All right, this is why they say you got to be a new man in this thing. You got to come to the Lord as a child, man. Erase all of this Babylonian madness that you've been brought up with, man. And Judge Joe Brown, hey, he's caught up in the image of the beast, just like everybody else.
Yeah. That's why Yahushua said it's easy for a camel into a needle eye than a rich man.
Right. See, that new garment gonna be tight and strong.
Right.
And that old bottle material is gonna be frayed and a little bit withered. So if you weave them together, then it's gonna pull from the old.
Right. And your paternity, you never said who's your. Get that. Go ahead.
Precept.
I got one the other I called for earlier. Did y'all read that Luke 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the consultation.
This is Jeremiah. Oh, so like you had.
No, I'm not ready.
This is Jeremiah 17 and 4. It says, thou, even thyself, talking about the Israelites, the Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Sorry.
For you have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. This is why we embrace the terms of Negro, nigger, black, Afro-American, African-American, all right? Because they stripped us of our heritage. We are the Israelites, all right? And these fucking fake people, these GMO Jews, right? They know who we are, right? The older ones know who we are, but they teach the younger ones, no, you're the people, and you need to be You need to proclaim that. You need to wear your Jewish star and stand boldly as a Jewish person, right? So they have this mindset that they're the people. That's why they walk around all high and mighty, right? Not knowing that the Lord is going to fucking decimate these people, right? Because he said he has an indignation with Amalek forever and ever, man, from generation to generation.
War with Amalek? It's war. It's war with Amalek, yeah.
War with Amalek, you know, from generation to generation. And who was Amalek? The same ones that say, yeah, I'm a proud Amalekite. Ain't nobody else claiming that but y'all. Okay? But as far as us, we were stripped of who we are. That's why we embrace these negative terms. For instance, like the elder was talking about earlier, the word black. What does that go back to? Void. Okay? Negative.
Right.
You know? Murky. Evil.
Oh, sullen.
Sullen.
Yes.
Darkness.
You know?
Darkness. You're in darkness. Like I said, Deuteronomy 28, you wrote in darkness. I mean,
At the noonday.
We don't know anything. We know who we are. We don't know the Most High. We constantly searching and stuff, reaching for all this stuff.
I got two.
And he said we're gonna serve our enemies. He didn't say all these other nations are our friends. He said you will serve your enemies.
Right.
That's plain, man.
And Judge, hey, we don't. Hey, another thing, we don't expect you to get it.
Right.
All right, we sold out a long time ago. You were just saying this, so you don't got no excuse.
Exactly.
All right. When that time comes, you don't got no excuse. All right, go ahead.
Hey, just to back up the brother, the wild guys, these small hats don't fit prophecy, man. It was prophesied that the nation of Israel, the true Israelites will lose their heritage, but ultimately remember who they were in the land of their captivities. This is the book of Baruch, 2:30. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Right, just to back up that Jeremiah 17, man, it was going to come a time where we were going to lose our heritage and ultimately regain it back, man. Hey, Ezekiel the 37th chapter, man. You know what it says, verse 31, and shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, the understanding, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, that's what, the true Israelites is doing in these last days, man, which is the cut to those small hats in the land of Israel.
He said, think upon my name. They don't call the name Yahweh. They say Hashem. That's the name. That's not his name. Then they created last time about you can't say his name. Yes, you can. You go to Psalms 99:6. Moses and Aaron called upon the name Yahweh. Read the whole book of Psalms, David. Read the whole book of the Bible. Call on Yahweh, his true name. Right.
No, Sirach 17:10 says, and the elect shall praise my holy name.
Right. Yep, same thing in Zechariah 13:8, man.
Israel alone has kept the precepts, not
right.
Right. It says in Isaiah, I think 19, that we will be speaking the language of Canaan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Zephaniah 3:9 says that he would return that pure language, Alashwan Kudash, so we could be all in one consent and call upon his name.
And that modern Hebrew is made of watered down the default Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, and Slavic, which is basically Yiddish and shit, and German word. It's not pure language, it's mixed up.
Right.
It's a house piece.
Right. It's a Neapolitan ice cream.
Oh, shit.
Right.
It's a house piece.
Damn.
I got a precept that these Edomites do fit, that these Jewish people fit. This is Ezekiel 36:5. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. All right?
Hey, what's Idumea mean?
That's the Greek way of saying Edom, man.
Oh, okay.
Out of one, red.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, these people, man, they in our land having pink city, doing everything totally contrary to the scriptures.
Hey, JoJo Banner, Register, won't you ask them why they're ashamed of being who they are?
Right.
Cause you know your shit, cause you know your career is over as soon as you speak up against them, man.
Oh, yeah. Not even overnight, right away, within the hour. You know?
2 clicks.
He's a smart man. He knows about the Balfour Declaration.
Yep. He knows about it.
1948.
Yeah.
He knows about all these things.
Yeah.
He even knows about the type of law that they practice in the court system. They don't. The Constitution was done away with a long time ago. They practice admiralty law inside of the court.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, that's why all the terms got everything to do with maritime. They call it a docket.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the law of the sea or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine, girl.
Read. He knows America is patterned after Rome. He knows that.
Yeah.
He knows that. Look at the bird. Look at the fucking eagle. Right.
Where's the
I
will love you.
And the thing is,
Thank you.
I'm like, wait,
the thing is,
A bigger version.
the thing is, Judge Joe Brown is mad because Esau is scared, man.
Right.
They don't like their daddy being scared. We sick bumps? You know, yeah, Esau's
I'm
sick,
sorry.
man. He's a terrorist, man.
I get Mr. B.
You know,
Yeah.
what I was going to say, Psalm 73 says until we came into the sanctuary
I got one for
of
you
your
too,
house,
though.
then I have stood therein, man. You know, and he is terrorist now, man.
Instagram.
The Yoruba, Igbo, Fulani, Mandinka, Hausa, all the rest of the tribes. We can break down how the Israelites come to the country. Even though it's like Kurdish, if you look at the Islamic name, it goes back
Yeah,
to
took
the
that
Israelite
picture.
names.
Took that picture.
He
I
took
saw him.
actual.
I saw him. Yeah.
Right.
Took that picture.
Yeah, he took that picture, and it made that be a curse to his
that's why he
ass.
turned his ear.
Right. You see, he might be one of the Jewish people, man.
Yeah.
That's all they could do. How come he can't? Not that he might be Jewish. How can he come down and try to shut us down the scripture? He can't do all that.
Maybe see ya.
And that was a
See
pussy
ya.
move that he did, man.
Right.
Because why couldn't you just come and stand up and just took the picture, man?
Right.
We standing out here bold as lions, man.
Right.
Our face ain't covered.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Yeah.
He got to redeem himself.
Yeah, that's a pussy move you did, man. That's what Amalek is, man. The whole house of Edom, man.
Right. You can listen all you want to. He
got on the channel right now.
You know?
Right. Nobody give a shit.
That's right.
We ain't got no
Right.
favors out
And you
here.
can put us in a magazine, all this shit. Guess what? Hey, you want to know about us? Come see us. Come interview us. We'll bring out the Bibles. You bring your scholars. We'll bring out Bibles. You know, our scholarship. We'll see who was who. But you ain't gonna do it, you damn cow.
Right.
All right.
And you can't do nothing against the truth but for
Right.
it.
You can do a slap black Hebrews like even though
What
you
time?
got brothers, we not
We got
black.
1 hour.
We got brothers in the camp, we're not so-called black.
I'm gonna switch on.
All right. You coward.
This is Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
We all spoke earlier that your numbers are low, man. You ain't producing, man.
That's right. Not even 1-to-1 no more.
Right. And you cheat on numbers because you go by your number. Because you're another nation talking with it. You don't count Damn devils, man.
Even when we were in ancient Egypt, man, you try to oppress us. That's how we get rid of our strength. That's why we kept multiplying. Right?
That was Ham first. That was Ham.
Says,
Go ahead.
yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea,
Right, you don't face that problem.
That's right.
which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Right, cannot be numbered, man. There's Israelites all over Earth, man. Hey, you go to Vietnam, go to Vietnam War and stuff. Jake was in Vietnam, Cambodia, Vietnam, Cambodia, the Philippines, and elsewhere, man. They was popping with it, man.
Yeah.
Guess what? They took that children. They took that
Yeah.
children.
Korea as well.
We literally got first cousins over there. Shit.
That's
Got
right.
parents over there.
That's right.
And that's why we have that term when we see each other. What's up, cuz?
Yeah.
What up, cuz?
Yeah. Another thing is Germany, World War II.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake baby was born in Germany.
That's right.
Country in Australia, man. Jake was everywhere, man. Japan. My father told me as a kid that Jake baby was born to the Amlite women. The Amlites in Japan, they want to adopt them children. They had hard to adopt them children.
Yeah.
That's when they grew up. They had children.
You will know an Israelite when you see it, because we all got swag.
That's right. That's right.
Swag, we can sing, right? And ain't no mistake with Jake, man.
Yeah.
Can't fake Jake. But it says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them,
Right.
ye are not my people.
What did he say? Why y'all trying to be something? Why you ashamed to be who you are? You just fulfill that prophecy by saying this shit.
It says, there it shall be said unto them,
Right.
ye are the sons of the living power.
That's
We
right.
are the sons. We are Yasha
That's right.
so-called Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Indians of America. Man, we are the sons, the speckled birds. We are Yasha.
That's right.
He Prince of Power. Y'all fulfill no promise by doing it, man. You know, y'all just trying to put out fire. Y'all just throwing the flammable liquids on, just get brighter, burning, man.
And if not, shit, it's getting steamy in this motherfucker.
It's getting steamy. Y'all breathe. Y'all can't breathe, man. The fumes is strong. The smoke is all in your lungs and shit. All right. So now you just trapping this shit. All right.
And that's that Revelation 12 and 12, man.
Right.
You know, this devil know he got a short time left.
Yeah.
Right? So he doing what? See, he's
No, he's getting desperate, man.
exactly.
He's sending an old ass, drunk ass bitch.
Desperate moves, right? Desperate measures call for desperate time call for desperate measures.
That's right.
That's why he getting rid of this money system.
Mhm.
So he can bring in that
Hey, there's a known thing, the song that the so-called blacks made the favorite Israelites.
That's right.
Blacks, they do it, there's like, it won't widespread as much, but really we have to be in slumber. Right? You know, but few Jakes do it. They had the reason why they have to know what to pass it on to us. Then Yahweh used our business and the rest of the elders to wake us up.
That's right.
Yep. All right. That's why it wasn't widespread then. It was known, but it's not like it is today. All right.
And it's likened unto, right? If you know anything about forest fires, whether it be a controlled burn or a fire that just burned out of control and burn the whole forest down, right? All evidence known. But how does the Lord do things, right? You got a few of them seeds that were just in the ground, right? Now they sprouted up to restart. That's exactly what the Lord did with His word, man. We went through a period, right? So where we didn't know who He was.
Right. While our daughters, our babies got names Yah in it. Right. The Buddhist people, they don't even say Yah. They don't say they ain't Yah. Why they got that Jones around? Why we make sure the blood is drained out of meat to cook it Jones around?
Yeah.
Why we don't like homosexual, the same sex? Boogie down joke. How come we don't like that? Because we are the Israelites.
That's right.
Right. Go ahead.
I got one for you, Elder. This part, 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And right, these devils has been hiding the truth, for so long that ultimately what? That the truth is being declared more and more by the men of the Lord, man. Started with Abba Bivens, and it's like a wildfire, as the brother said, man. You know?
So there's so many. Why people call the popos the centurions?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the 80s.
The Romans, the police go back to the police. It goes back to the centurions of Rome, man. Why people do that?
Hey, Elder, you remember when we was younger?
Right.
I used to thought they were calling them the Romans, W-R-O-N-G. But they was calling them the Romans. That's how young I was. They was calling them the Romans.
They call them Romans too.
They was calling them Romans when I was a kid.
Why do people say Judge Joe Brown? Esau didn't teach us to call him the Romans, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it said Romans. Try to get Romans 8 and 16.
All right, here.
All right, go ahead.
This is Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh.
Right. Our spirit bear witness that we are the children. That's why we doing all these things and stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know it, but you ain't gonna say it. Because you know your ass, your grass, man.
That's right.
Accountability, man.
Yeah, man. These niggas, they got that first Maccabees 1 and 11 spirit, man. They want to go and cut deals with Esau, and then when Esau tell them to jump, they got to do it.
Yep.
But that nigga Judge Joe Brown know what it is, man.
Yeah, he know what it is, and he know about that history, the Dark Ages too.
That's right. That's right.
He definitely know that shit.
That's right.
Being a Mason and shit. Then he gonna talk about the Rory Kingdom. Y'all saying y'all indigenous to America. We always be here. Now that some may be a little off, but they tell the truth. A lot of, like I said, a lot of so-called slaves, we're the Prince of War. They was here already. The Northern Kingdom, the Indians, man.
That's right.
The North American Indians. I'm talking about up here in America. North American Indians, Seminole Indians, they was here, man. And they got enslaved. They got enslaved. They were enslaved a long time with so-called blacks. They got brought from Western Central Africa and Europe.
Yeah.
And then some got exported to Caribbean and Europe.
Yeah.
Asia.
Shit, Judge Joe Brown looked like he might be Northern
No, he
Kingdom.
got Choctaw Indian blood now.
Con,
He
see?
said his own family members died on the Trail of Tears, man.
A devil, man. These niggas are devils, man.
Uncle Tomahawk.
Yep. Don't you know? Hey, get that Genesis 49. It's 19. Yeah. True to overcome him. Then the U.S. Andrew Jackson, he's part of the U.S. military. He overcame the 5 civil tribes. I think it's Andrew Jackson. I'm not mistaken. Hey, Andrew Jackson on the Trail of Tears, right?
Yeah, yeah. The guy on the $20 bill.
About it, yeah.
Yeah.
He overcame him. They don't mark.
I got the Genesis right here.
49 and 19. Right. No. Yeah, Genesis 49 and 19.
Oh, you got it, big guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Genesis 49 and 19.
Right.
Gad, a troop, shall overcome him,
Right.
but he shall overcome him at the last.
Right. So what did the U.S. Army constantly get into it with the North American Indians?
Yep.
The tribe of Gad.
That's right.
Judge Joe Brown and made Joe people walk the Trail of Tears and shit. And other wars, not only one, but the other wars. All right.
Push them off of reservations.
Right, man.
Right? How many trees did our enemy make with y'all, with Gad?
Oh, please get that in Psalms. You broke the trees. Yeah. Got it. See, ain't nothing you could do.
It's Psalms 55 and 20.
Yeah.
It says, He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Right.
He hath broken his covenant. Then it goes into the words of his mouth. Was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Word is hard.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
And that's talking about the prophecy of Esau breaking trees. Look, particularly traffic gas, man. It's hard. They'll shake your head, yeah, you get this business, that business, or you get that piece of land, you reserve this, that. Then he'll outright murder you. Sorry, finish it, so he gets you.
Over 100 treaties.
No, I got you right here. I got you right here. It says from 1778 to 1871, the United States government entered into more than 500 treaties with Native American tribes.
Right.
All of these treaties have since been violated in some way or outright broken by the U.S. government. And that's just for that small window of time. That don't count everything else that happened from 1871 to the present time.
Also, when I go out to Minnesota, one of the spots that I've been in is Mankato. Mankato, heavy spirit in Mankato. Because there's a I did a lesson on it. I think it's called a Mankato 40 or something. Basically, Esau went into a treaty with Gad and for land, food, and everything else. And they wasn't paying them, and they were starving to death. So Gad rolled down on them and started killing them. And that's why they call them savages.
Yeah.
So they hung 40 of them.
Yeah.
Because their children were dying.
Yeah.
But they tell the story from the side, you know, saying, hey, we're victims.
They leave out the part that they violated the treaty.
Yeah, they're always the victim and the villain.
Yeah.
Look what they did to the story of Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Prime example, man. That was a horrific situation that happened with her.
Yeah.
But they put it on fucking Disney like it was a straight up love story.
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn Romeo and Juliet type shit.
She was 10 years old, man.
Yeah.
And you know, woman come period. She's still that young freaking man. Yeah. You know, but you know, she was terrified. And yes, Pocahontas, Powhatan, all those tribes on the East Coast was Negroes. All right, you can't self-kick rocks.
Yeah.
Like, that's just facts.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
Go complain to your mama.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Sirach 12 and 10.
Right.
Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Because that's how Esau is, a fucking snake.
That's right.
Right? He gonna tell you he's a friend. He's gonna tell you, hey, let's make a deal. Let's sign this treaty and make good. Alright? Let's have Thanksgiving. Alright? Meanwhile, as soon as you turn your fucking back, man, he got a dagger in your shit, man. Alright? It says, verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou, at the last, remember my words and be pricked therewith. Damn, I should have listened to him.
Yeah.
I should have listened to the Lord. I should have listened to the prophet. They said don't trust the enemy, but we did it anyway. Because we thought, oh, they're our friends. They talk nice to us. They talk smooth to us.
Read 17.
Right?
You in Sirach 12?
Yep.
Could you read verse 12 and then skip on down to that?
Okay.
Where did you start?
Up at 10.
Let's read down to verse 12.
I just finished reading 12. I read
Yeah, read it again. Yeah, read that again.
Sirach 12 and 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Like I meant, skip down from verse 12 to verse 16.
Yeah.
Sirach 12 and 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how he throw thee into a pit.
Overthrow thee.
Yeah.
And that's how they took over those tribes.
Yeah.
All right, because that's why you got Edomites. When you look at it, you type in on some travel website, you got Edomite like this. Now,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
$5 motherfuckers.
Yeah, because a lot of you Gadites talk about North Indians, you going to hell out by going by your father. You should went by your father. You kept Esau out of your tribe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, but guess what? That probably not happen that Esau come down and get it beat up.
That's right.
You're probably 23 and you're probably 28 and that part right there, you said take your, you always get schemes to take your rights.
Like a straight more like Sirach 12 and 16 from the top. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
That's what he did. Speak sweet with his lips.
But in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit.
Yeah.
You gave with your daughters. You gave no Edomite fur traders.
Yeah.
In other words, your daughters and shit, and they infiltrated, they took all your tribe.
That's right.
And they kicked your ass out. Something kicked the dark skinned Gadites out. And said, oh no, you black. You don't belong to that tribe.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
They married into the families.
Yep.
And it was what, 60 murders in 11 years.
And another thing they don't tell about the sergeant was looking like us. They don't tell you that part. It's in that book. I'm gonna get it too.
Bring it up.
While he's getting that,
Get that Joel 9:24.
Come on.
while he's getting that, we're talking about Killers of the Flower Moon that came out with Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro.
That's when they found the oil.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And so, the Osage Indians, which was less than an hour away from Tulsa, Oklahoma, all right, were the richest people on the earth. They were the richest people on the earth at that time. And guess what? They couldn't buy a loaf of bread without Esau okaying it.
I got it. All right, somebody get Joel 9:24.
I got it right here. This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. You want me to get the words or the picture?
The picture.
Just
keep reading.
Come on.
All the words.
They can see it.
This Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right now, he changed the features of those dark-skinned Gadites. He lightened their skin up, and he changed their noses and shit. And that's why people, when
they look like
so-called
kites.
black person say they're Gadites, so-called North American Indians, they look at crazy as fuck, man. Right. The Esau covered the face of the judges. They're Israelites, man.
That's right.
You can see this is the Osage people, the same people that movie killed them. This is what they look like before mixing with Esau and shit, man.
Yeah.
They should never, and that was an inside job too, man. They leaves and shit. There ain't no way I'm gonna let my people still get murdered and shit and still let Esau marry into the tribe and shit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So you see in the movie, there's a Freemason lodge out that they was into, the leaders into that shit too, man.
Also, too, they were the so-called Indians were the first people to be categorized as Negroes.
Right. Here they go right here. This what our size they look like. All right, this from the book Black Indians by Lawrence Kent. Hey, they feel the prophecy of Psalm 64:8. His tongue shall fall upon themselves.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
All right, then you go right here, and look, Israel come in various shades and color, hues and colors, man. All right, just because you're not dark skinned don't mean you're not an Israelite. I just want to put that out there too.
That's right.
But we gotta tell the truth, man. Look at the tribe of Egypt, the Caribbean Indians. This is what they look like.
You said Caribbean?
Yes, sir.
Hey, brother, I thought, here, this is Manasseh right here.
Oh, Manasseh.
Yeah, it's Manasseh.
Yeah. Take our turn, man. All right.
Yeah.
So.
Know your brother,
But hey, we gotta tell the truth, man. This is what they look like before the admission, man. This some was naturally light skinned, some was actually naturally light skinned.
Yeah.
Also, when you see the pictures of Negroes for sale, those is actually so-called Native Americans.
Right. I got one just to back you up what you just said real quick. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all took them captives, held them fast. They refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right, and so we know what the scripture says. Hey, when you woe to him that have a man stealeth a man.
Exodus 21:10.
Yeah, found his hand, and we're going to be found in this man's hand right now to this point.
That's right.
All right, America is really a prison.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, get that. You said press together.
Yeah.
It said page 113 of book Black Indians. You picked this book, so it's real easy.
That's right.
All right, page 1. It said for example, although New York's Assembly of banned Indian bondage in 1679 and 1682, it forbade Negro or Indian slaves bondage in 1679. It forbade Negro and Indian slaves from leaving their masters' homes or plantation without permission. The next year, the descendants of that Negro or Indian slaves from meeting anywhere together in groups of four or being armed with guns, sword, clubs, staffs, and any kind of weapon. All right? So that proved that we are, it said Jeremiah 50 verse 33.
Yeah.
All right, so the Jewish people, Judge Brown don't fix it.
That's right.
All right? We go back up what we preach.
That's right.
Judge Joe Brown, you full of shit, man. And you is a piece of shit.
That's
the
right.
only so-called captivity the Ish people ever been in will be the H cause.
Right.
And that's manufactured.
Right.
Yeah.
And they lied. I think the census back then only said that they had like 3 mills.
Yeah.
They said 6 mills died.
Well, that's like I said.
That's pale in comparison when you look at the Israelites that was killed during the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, and well, a lot of those people that was killed were Slavic people that weren't necessarily Ishes, were Moles, because they was killing Moles too. They was killing Gypsies too. And furthermore, the money and the funds, if that so-called really happened, the money and the funds from that Germany got, which was a bankrupt country prior to Adolf Hitler coming into power, came from other Ishes, man.
You got the verse out the quiz. Do you see right here the dark-skinned Gadites in Texas playing lacrosse?
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Then you got the Navajo down here, man.
Matter of fact, they got these
Look how dark they is. Look at that. You can see some of the compared when you put a hat on, you compare for a so-called Negro.
Yeah, they got these Jakes in Houston going viral, talking about that they are Mexican, but they look like Southern Kingdom Jakes, man. And they speak the Spanish, sound like a Mexican when they talking everything. You know? I know black.
So, hey man, we are those people, man.
That's right.
All right. Somebody get Deuteronomy 28, that's from 45 and 46.
I got it.
All right.
This Deuteronomy.
It's one of the ways how you identify who are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
This Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45.
Right.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearken not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Upon thy seed, singular, seed, not seed, seeds, to let you know these curses don't apply to what? These people on the sign, man. In their book, what they call the tribe of Gad, Indian, what they call the tribe of Judah, African, those are bywords, man.
That's right.
Right? Those are bywords. Deuteronomy 28:37, man. You know, a proverb, old saying, 10 little Indian, 1 little Indian, 2 little Indian. Then also they had the Judite word. 1 little nigga, little 2, 3 niggas, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 niggas, 10 little niggas. They had that too, man.
Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33, man. Churches are pressed together.
Yeah, notice that. I never heard a Edomite call a real African a nigger either. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, they know that. They know that. All right, and the word, and guess what? The word nigger ain't bad because that's in the Bible.
That's right.
All right,
Acts 13:1.
Acts 13:1. It's actually, when you go to Buddha, it's actually pronounced nigger, man.
Yeah.
All right, you had a lot of Jakes. Hey, you had a lot of Jakes, man. Hey, when Septimius Severus, he took over Rome, the whole empire. They called it nigger. Even for that, Jake took over. They ruled Rome too. They flat out took it over. They call themselves nigger, man. Nigger just mean dark skin, man. It means black just mean dark brown and shit. Right. Hey, because this Edomite came to our live like a couple of days ago. He started calling us, he said you're a nigger, he said you're a monkey. Guess what? The monkey in certain African cultures is a symbol for wisdom, healing, connected to a spirit world, be a connection to the spirit world and its people. And in some African tribes, you can't call them monkeys. All right? Because they're connected to the spirit world and them, man. They go to scripture, touch my not anointed, man.
Kings.
Right.
The monkey was the prophet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the monkey was helping Simba to remember who he was.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Hey, somebody call me monkey. That's what we're gonna I'm gonna do that. That's gonna sound. Hey, you call me a monkey, I'm gonna make that sound every time. Monkey, niggers. I'm gonna applaud that shit, man. But guess what? Hey, we know, man. Hey, when you, hey, the more you know, the more you know, man. Hey, man, I like being called a monkey, man. Cause that's a positive symbol once I do.
They're reinforcing the scriptures.
Right, man. You reinforce the scriptures, man.
Back you up, man.
Right. Hey, you know I'm gonna give a guard with a monkey on it too. With a damn watermelon too. That's what ancient Israel watermelon.
That's right.
Fringes.
Yep. You look up. Hey, get that word. That scripture said melons and go to the Hebrew.
Ooh, and the onions.
The onions.
Leeks.
And the cucumbers.
Quails, brother.
Quails, brother. Hey, Jay love a cucumber salad.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it's Jerusalem salad.
Don't you know the same slang they talk in South? They talk the same slang in the so-called Middle East. What is that?
Yeah.
Because that's where we come from, man.
That's right. We're from the Middle East.
Right.
Numbers 11 and 5.
Yeah, get that.
Numbers 11 and 5. It says, we remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely.
Right.
The cucumbers and the melons.
Give me no cucumbers and melons, baby.
Yeah.
And the leeks.
Hey, call me a monkey.
Yeah.
Call me a nigga.
Fried fish.
Hey, we're embracing all of it, baby.
That's right.
Right. Fried kosher fish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, and definitely not the catfish.
Go ahead.
And the onion.
Fried chicken. We ate fried chicken too.
That's right.
Hey, give us all that. Hey, give me some fried chicken grease and let me slap and eat my bitch on my ass with my greasy hand.
Yeah.
It was bougie back then. Jake said they wasn't well.
Right, man.
It says, and the onions and the garlic.
And the garlic, yup. Now going to the Hebrew word, watermelons. Yeah. All right. So let me get right here.
Yeah.
Melons. All right. Strong's 820. All right. So abatat dayak. Abatat yak. So it's abatat yak. That's the word for melon. Yeah. No, that's not an M. I don't think that's an M. I mean, no. That's an M. There it is right here, the final thing. Abatak Dayum. Right, because it got Yum. Abatak Dayum. Or Abatak Dayum. And right here it says Abatak Yum. Right, it says right here, watermelon. Show that. Watermelon.
Jake, get down on that.
Can you see the camera?
To this day.
Consulate, let me
Hey,
get it.
just hold up close.
To this day.
It says watermelon.
To this day.
Don't they always mock Jake with fried
Consulate,
chicken
I'm trying to get it to
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It says watermelon.
Hey. Meat.
I see it now,
fine
come.
flour.
Oh, you got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's watermelon, man. Hey, so we eat watermelon in ancient Israel time. And so, hey, man, give me the monkey, give me the nigger,
Yeah.
and give me the watermelon, it's no cucumbers, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing doing
That's
that
right.
stuff, man.
That's right.
Jake the former of all things,
Right, man. I ain't ashamed of nothing, man. I'm giving garbage with watermelon, monkeys, and cucumbers.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, to back up the elder, hey, every week we come out here and we keep trying to tell y'all that the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, we all the same people.
Right.
We're not black only Israelites, right?
That's right.
So this is Daniel 9 and 11. It says, yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us. And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem. So when you start talking about 3 or 6 million, which don't even compare to one leg
They
of,
mad about that.
Yeah.
and that's you know what they call fluff hypotheticals, right? Hypothetical. But the transatlantic slave trade,
Esau's a fluffer.
reportedly over 120 million, reportedly. Okay, you got the 500-year war, over 120 million.
Yeah.
Right.
But listen, these Edomites have lost count of how many Jakes that have perished on
That's
account of
right.
them, man.
Yeah, that's
Talk
right.
about 6 million. And Esau don't lose count of nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, this 500. Yeah, the list goes on, man. I was gonna say the indigenous, man.
Hey, get that Deuteronomy 26 too. There should be a few. Get that. That fulfills that. They brought our numbers down and stuff. The unalive
Also in Ezekiel, yeah, Lord, just give us a small remnant.
Right. But guess what? Numbers going to raise. Like I said, Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. You got to say that.
Multiply, you got the.
He got it right. Yeah.
We all go to
You said that too? I got it. It's Deuteronomy 26 and 2. Thou shalt take of the first of all the fruit of the earth.
No, Deuteronomy 28.
Salakia, my bad. I thought you said 26.
Yeah,
That's my fault.
Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 62, and ye shall be less few in number,
Right.
whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude,
Right.
because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power.
Right. So, like the brother said, Esau lost count of how many Jakes perished, man.
That's right.
All right. And guess what? Numbers few. That's when it's back up, man. For all the breed and stuff.
That's right.
And also breeding with the Northern Kingdom, man, because you got you black on the Israelites.
Yeah, Esau oppressed us, and we just keep multiplying.
Come multiplying, man. You ungrateful bastards. Yeah, you got Jake be shit on they great grandmothers and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, if it wasn't for the Northern Kingdom, man, they gave us wives and shit to get our numbers back up.
That's right, man.
Hey, that's what your house will kill you ungrateful ass little niggas,
Yeah.
man.
And harbored a lot of runaways as well.
Right.
Open arms.
Up in arms. Oh, grateful ass.
Especially the tribe of Reuben.
Right. Ain't no tribes down there Central South
That's
America,
right. That's
man,
right.
in the Caribbean.
That's right.
Bunch of grateful ass little niggas, man.
Yeah, man, that's a new thing. These Southern Kingdom, as far as like Judites and Mexicans having alt with each other, that's new, man.
Yeah. Hey, the reason why that Esau, that's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, when you unleavened, he gets your word. hell, yo, Edomite, Oregon, hell, moved to California.
Yeah.
Yep, because
That's right.
what Issachar, so-called Mexicans, and Judah, so-called blacks, be unalive each other shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
You about to default on your license now.
Get
You about to default. You gotta tell them no.
No.
I was gonna say that's what that movie Get Out was about. That came out a few years ago. You know, basically, ultimately, a lot of these Edomites want to be Jake, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All.
Edomites.
All.
And they get the melon, because melon's worth more than gold on the black market, right?
Yeah.
So they get the melon in California for the so-called black people and the so-called Mexican Issachar, man. Dead right. But you dumb niggas kept doing it, man.
Yeah.
That's why the
You
women
just
want
keep
to
doing it, y'all, bro. This shit, man.
Appreciate you, man.
That's why the Edomite woman want to get black, man. She want to have the Jake baby, man.
Yeah.
So
She
can
wanna
like,
fluff
"Hey,
some."
y'all. You just a fucking garden. We just plant. Right?
Yeah. Y'all unalive each other, man. We're finna trap the Judah also. We trap the Issachar, man.
Yeah.
You got Issachar, don't get along with other Issachar from other towns. It's within California.
That's right. Hey, and that's a part of this. That's a part of the curses. Having an evil eye towards your brother, man.
Right.
I guess so.
You call Quasars, Judge O'Brien, Quasar friends reform.
That's right.
You know, like you said, like somebody this car that's born in America, they don't get along with a lot of
Yep.
That's right. That's
Even
right.
Mexico, man, the gang wars and shit.
Yeah.
That shit ain't like in America. No motherfuckers. It gets so bad, whole towns get abandoned and shit. Man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of abandoned towns that Issachar unalive each other, man. No gang wars and shit.
That's right.
Down there, man.
That's right.
That shit is crazy.
But just to go into effect how brother had mentioned a statement that he saw lost count of how many Jakes they was murdering, right? I actually got two. This is the book of Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery." It says, "The prey departeth not." Because if you read Sirach 10, I believe it's like the 8th verse, it says,
For unrighteous dealings.
yeah, and the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. Hey, this place was ultimately founded on rape, robbery, and murder, man.
Yeah, because you got to think about it, man. Not only were a lot of Jakes unalive in their self, but see now today you got classifications for psychos and murderers and serial killers and shit like that. Back in the day, that wasn't a thing because these devils could just kill niggers and not get in trouble.
Yep.
And that's what they was doing. And a lot of these devils was purchasing Jakes for the purpose of torturing and killing them. Not to put them to work in the field, but to take them to the workshop in the back and get medieval on their ass, like Marcellus Wallace.
It was an Edomite woman that was home doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the lady that was making like they had one bitch was making sculptures out of Jakes, man. Some real weirdo shit.
They did it to what's his name, to Van Turner too. They had fun. All the Edomites shared his body parts.
Yeah, man.
Thinking they was gonna get spiritual power.
Yeah.
And why would y'all think that? If he was just a plain ass nigga, why would you think chopping him up and eating him just you was gonna get spiritual power?
Yeah.
Because you know we are.
Some of that. Yeah. Another thing, I believe they probably thought they could get our blessings too. They have having their babies sucking out women's breasts.
Yeah.
That's even what happened.
When
You read the book of 10, yeah, that man had touched, I think, this body Elijah, like this body, and somebody came back to life.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do know, man. It's something special about Jesus.
That's right.
The Lord said.
Con, there's a quote here that says millionaires don't use astrology. Billionaires do. All right, because they're aware of the left-hand side and they use and practice it on a regular.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got another just to back up that Nahum 3:1. This is the book of Revelation 17:6. And I saw the woman, that woman being a miracle, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Right, ultimately this place, America, basically what? Robbing, raping our people, man.
Yeah.
The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, put them in slavery.
Yeah.
Things like that. And it's things we don't even know, man, that's still being kept.
Yeah, 100%, man. Because when they teach you in school, the worst story you gonna hear in school is a nigga getting his back peeled off. but they was doing a lot worse shit to Jake than just that. And it's coming back in a bigger and better way once Jacob's trouble really kick off. These devils really are gonna start getting active.
And may I add also, some of the, we was mentioning how Nat Turner was eating and things like that. It's a book called, what's that? Damn, it's escaping my mind right now. The Delectable Negro, Khan. And if you go through it, Jamestown, the early creation of settlement of Jamestown, man, that's what a lot of Edomites were doing to Jake, man. They was eating him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, they would eat Jake at church service.
That shit's folly, bro.
TikTok vid too. The dude had a document. He said Esau would serve Jacob.
Yeah.
Serve Jacob up in churches here.
Yeah. Hey.
That was what they were doing. Now, man, that was what they were.
Yeah.
They did it in the Rothschild parties,
Yeah.
Yeah. That one picture and video from like the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, set up.
Right? Oh, yeah, like a roast. I think I know what you're talking about.
Someone even mentioned they start with the butt.
Yeah, that's folly. Listen, and they still doing it today at McDonald's to you niggas, man.
Right, ain't nothing changed.
Jake don't care. They home. They don't give a shit. They do this just because they know.
Yeah.
Anybody got something? That's a sacrifice. They do with the remains after those sacrifices.
Yeah.
Like the little boy said, they eat the babies and then the rest of it, you throw it into whatever your junk food is.
Talk about billions and billions served. There ain't that many cows around this motherfucker, man.
I got one right quick. This is going into how Esau Edom is getting ready to, because the scripture says he's going to come like a wild man, madman sparing none, right?
That's right.
And a time that has never been before, like it says Daniel 12:1. This is Ezekiel 21:9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. We know Esau Edom is that sword, right? It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contempt the rod of my son as every tree. And he have given it to the furbisher, the furbish, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give unto the hand of the slayer. And going back to like we were saying earlier, what's that? Isaiah 19, that cruel king. So hey, through the prophecies, man, the seers, we can see these things coming, man. Everything is connected, man. But guess what? Our faith is being built because the Lord said we're going to laugh in those times. These are beautiful times, but yet dangerous.
Hey, we laughed when the shutdown 2019 happened.
And we was eating good.
And we was getting fat. Brothers still having babies and shit. Brothers still working.
Yeah.
And brothers were going to the grocery store with a shelf was still stocked.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
I was going on walks.
Yeah. Never ran out of toilet paper.
Hey, they showed the earth, and it actually was clear. Yeah, it was clear, man.
Dolphins going in places they haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
Hey,
Water was clean.
You see foxes and shit? Foxes and stuff, man.
Yeah, because technically, Chicago is pretty much
Well, they call it the prairie state. Yeah, the prairie state is what it's called.
Yeah. There's some parts like Eaglewood, that's a swamp. Eaglewood just feels swamp.
Where I'm at. Yeah, that was all market.
Yeah.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
That's double for you. Spiritual going to eat, you'll know what's going on and everything, and then going to actually eat stuff, eat and drink.
That's right.
Drinking spiritually, eating physically.
Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Right. You're going to be ashamed. You're going to be scared out of your shit. I mean, shit hurts, man.
That's right.
Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
You're going to be terrorized out your fucking life.
That's right.
I just did a lesson just last week. There's a Pastor Dow. Pastor Dow, he's a glorified, charismatic prepper. Okay? He knows he's an Israelite. He knows he's an Israelite.
I like
but he's
how
not
you said
Israelite.
that.
Okay? And guess what? You can prep all you want.
Yeah.
Esau been watching him for years.
That's
prep.
right. That's right.
You know, he got Edomites in his congregation. That's right. He ain't got the truth.
Yeah.
Okay? He ain't nothing but a charismatic prepper. That's all he is.
Well, guess what?
Esau gonna get all that food.
Keep getting it all. Esau is not. The elect is gonna get that food. Keep prepping, nigga, for the elect, man.
Take your wife, your wives too, man.
Yeah.
Yours work on the left hand side.
Charismatic prepper.
Yeah.
That shit funny as
Charismatic
hell.
prepper. Do a response, brother.
Nigga Dabu 7, man.
Let's get that charismatic prepper going.
That shit real. That's really what a lot of these niggas are.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7, and I'm going to start at verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee. And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. And that goes into not only the Israelites, but the heathen, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is coming to fucking destroy this place.
That's right.
Anybody has something against to say against the Lord, anybody has something against the prophets,
Yeah, yeah.
all right? You despise the word of Yahweh Shai, you are going to die.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All loyal. All loyal.
Hallelujah.
All right.
4 minutes, y'all. Go ahead.
I got one.
Bring it up.
This is the book of Job 5 and verse 19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. We know that last instruction being no thermonuclear missiles, man. It says in famine, verse 20 says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death and war, from the power of the sword, right? These different calamities that's going to hit this place, man. You know, because Jeremiah 15 and 2 says, for sword to sword, from famine to famine,
Yeah.
from pestilence to pestilence.
Yeah.
It says, verse 21, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it comes, right? Psalms the 91st chapter. It says, verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. You know what? The elect is going to be at perfect peace, man.
Yeah.
You know, when these other people die, 2/3 of our people, the rest of you
Beast of field. Beast of field.
Yep.
We're going to control the animals. That means we're
Yeah,
control the
Yeah,
animals.
the animals are going to be at peace with us, and we're going to have control over the elements.
Elements
Yeah.
and stuff, right? That's how you get that Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all that.
Going back to what we like Magneto's daughter.
Yeah.
Magneto's daughter has the power of controlling animals.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be in league with the beasts of the Kalahai.
That's right.
Right. We'll, like, that's what that X-Men doing also that Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah, yeah, all that.
Plants and animals.
That's right. That's right.
But that goes back to what the brother was just saying, right? Well, we was talking about earlier, the Ish people got the iron domes.
It don't work. That don't work.
Brother just said we're going to be dwelling in safety.
Hey, you know, with the Lord Cole, man, he finally showed these niggas that they could get through.
Yeah, y'all could have been did too.
It's
Yeah.
not hard to do them.
Yeah.
Right.
I call that the glass dome.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, you know, all of these, it's like the scriptures say, you know, let the weak say I'm strong.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing, that's what's happening now. See, these people are not afraid of these issues no more, and they sick and tired of the quote unquote genocide that's going on in that area, man.
Sick and tired being sick and tired.
That's right.
They take action.
That's right.
And that's how you know the Lord, these people got witchcraft over the people, man.
Yeah.
Because he's like you said, nowadays like, damn, we could have easily wished them that shit, man.
Yeah, but it's about an appointed time at the same
right.
time, you know.
That's right. Prophecies got to play out.
Hey, look at Wizard of Oz. Prime example.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody thought he was all powerful.
Yeah.
Till the fucking little ass dog went back there and saw him behind the goddamn
Yeah, yeah,
little
yeah.
ass Toto.
Yeah.
Saw it. It's the
Just a little ass
Yeah.
beef, man.
Mr. The nigga behind the curtain owned Rothstein's Liquors.
As Isaiah says, man, the curtain has been pulled, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yes.
That's why Park got that scene.
Yeah, what's all the Lord?
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah.
The Lord is
It's
directing.
a lot.
Your house with the spirit of the
That's right.
Right. Yep.
Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations.
It's only a percentage of the time that we're actually talking to you fucking beyond Edomites.
Yeah.
Whatever Edomites walk by. Sometimes it could be some of the elite children or the elites themselves. Man.
Yeah.
All right. But the thing is that the simple fact that we're bringing this out, that we know who we are, and we know who you are, that means the Lord has made it known throughout the earth that He's about to come back.
That's right.
He's telling everybody that you're the fucking devil, you're the sucker.
That's right. And at the end of the day, it don't matter what contraption you come up with. When those nukes go off, the spirit of the Lord is going to be guiding those nukes, and they're not going to miss, man.
Break the rings.
Judge Joe Brown was looking at the rest of them
Boule niggers, man.
And Uncle Tomahawks ain't gonna stop them. Stop the process.
Oh, take this, I got it.
And awaken the Yasha And awaken the Yasha Alright. So with that, all praises to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakadash.
double honor to Apostle and the elders of New York. And shalom to you brothers that divided you rightfully. And shalom to you real sisters.
The real ones.
Right, now you fake. Right, so with that, shalom.
Shalom.
Above all.
Above all.
Above all.